How to be a better person. Life is a constant exercise in self-improvement. And while some of that focus lands squarely on becoming more educated or rising in the ranks of the workplace, sometimes we forget to improve how we treat ourselves and those around us. In the rush to achieve, the idea of being better can become lost to ambition and selfishness. The journey to improving your soul and your compassion toward yourself and others begins here. Getting started. Accept that this is a process. Becoming a better person is a process that you will likely spend the rest of your life on, so accept the fact that it's going to take a long process to becoming a better person. There isn't one specific moment where you will finally have it all together and no longer have any room for growth. Opening yourself up to the process of change and growth helps you develop flexibility, and flexibility is key to consistently being the type of person you want to be in each situation. 1. Accept that your goals and values may change over time. They may also change between situations. This is normal. 2. Determine your values. Even the best of intentions are unlikely to go anywhere unless you have a solid understanding of your values. 3. Values are what you hold most important in life. They are the core beliefs that shape who you are as a person, and how you live your life. 4. Reflecting on your values will help you determine what is truly important to you. For example, being a good parent or spending time with friends could be values. These are things that help you define your sense of your best self. Value congruence is how much your behavior aligns with your values. For example, if a value is spending time with friends, but you always allow work to take precedence over socializing, that isn't value congruent. Behavior that isn't value congruent can cause you to feel dissatisfied, unhappy, or guilty. 5. Examine what you believe about yourself. Our identities are also shaped by those around us. 6. For example, psychological studies have repeatedly demonstrated that people begin learning prejudice at a very early age. 7. These learned behaviors and beliefs affect the way we perceive ourselves and those around us. Understanding where your ideas about yourself come from can help you modify unhelpful beliefs, and embrace the ones that make sense to you. We also learn from others how to consider ourselves in relation to larger groups, such as race or gender. These can be essential components of our own identity. 8. Examine your behavior thoroughly and honestly. Consider how you react to stress, how you cope with loss, how you manage your anger, how you treat your loved ones. You have to understand how you are now before you can understand how to grow. Once you've reflected on your behavior, you should have a better idea of the specific changes you'd like to make. Determine what changes you want to see. Try to be as specific as possible. Rather than saying I'd like to be a better friend, break it down into parts. What do you mean by that? Do you mean reaching out to others more often? Do you mean making yourself available to spend time together? Inventor and entrepreneur Steve Jobs said once that he asked himself the following question every morning: if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do today? If he couldn't answer yes, he decided to make changes. This question could be helpful for you to ask, too. 9. Keep your ideas about change reasonable. If you're a naturally introverted person, for example, it might not be effective or value congruent for you to define be a better person as go out to parties. Instead, you could frame your change as something achievable and in line with what you know about yourself. Practice saying hello to new people. Stop criticizing yourself. Take time to appreciate your talents and best features, whether they are physical or internal. The more hostile you are toward yourself, the more hostile you are likely to be toward others. 17. Begin by keeping a record of when you experience negative thoughts about yourself. Note what the situation was, what you thought, and the consequences of those thoughts. For example, you might create an entry that looks something like this: today I went to the gym. I was surrounded by skinny people and started feeling fat. I felt angry with myself and ashamed of being at the gym. I didn't even want to finish my workout. Next, find a rational response to those thoughts. This can be difficult, but by consistently challenging your negative self-talk with cold, hard facts and logic, you can change how you think. Examine your routines. Sometimes, we can become complacent with ourselves and our lives. Monotonous routines can keep us stuck in reactive or avoidant patterns of behavior. You may also have developed unhelpful habits and behaviors without even realizing it. Work on controlling your anger and jealousy. These emotions are a natural part of life, but if you constantly feel angry or jealous toward others, you are going to have a difficult time finding happiness. As with cultivating self-compassion, accepting the behaviors and desires of others is a necessary step in becoming the type of person you want to be. Forgive others. Forgiveness has physical health benefits. Dwelling on grudges and past wrongs can increase your blood pressure and heart rates, while practicing forgiveness can reduce your body's stress. 25. Despite its many benefits, forgiving others can be one of the hardest things in the world to do. Practice active gratitude. Gratitude is more than a feeling, it's an active practice. Cultivating an attitude of gratitude can make you a more positive, happier, healthier person. 30. Gratitude has been shown to help people overcome trauma, strengthen their relationships, and show compassion to others. Cultivate empathy. Humans, like many other animals, are built to build social relationships with those around them. 36. From an early age, we learn how to read others and imitate their behaviors. We do this to fit in, to get what we want and need, and to feel connected to others. 37. However, empathy is more than being able to interpret others' behaviors and sense their emotions. It's about imagining what it is like to experience life as they do, to think what they think, to feel what they feel. 38. Cultivating empathy will help you be more sensitive toward other people's feelings, learn to bond with others, and feel less isolated. And practicing empathy will help you to treat others as you would like to be treated. Focus on people, not things. We are far more likely to experience real gratitude for immaterial things, such as the experience of feeling loved or an act of kindness. In fact, striving for more material things is often a sign that you are trying to fulfill some deeper need. Experiment with life. Life must be a balance between work and play. Focusing exclusively on one or the other will eventually lead to stagnation and monotonous daily routines. Humans adapt very quickly to positive events. Because of that, we can become desensitized to positive experiences, especially if that's our only experience. 58. Research has shown that when we're squarely in our comfort zone, we aren't as productive as we are when we step just beyond it. 59. It's important to seek out new experiences and interactions with others, even when those are a little scary. Doing so can help you achieve more. Our desire to avoid discomfort and hurt can lead us to refuse flexibility. However, research shows that embracing vulnerability, including the possibility that something will go wrong, is crucial to experiencing all of life. 60. Mindfulness meditation can be a good place to start. One of the goals of mindfulness is to become more aware of any repetitive thought patterns that may be getting in the way of self-awareness and self-acceptance. Find a class or do some research to find out what techniques work best for you.